Hey everybody, it's Rob here. We are getting more and more information for the Vessel of Hatred expansion that is gonna release in just under 3 weeks. So we have some new images. We also have a full world map now with all the altars of Lilith, with all the dungeons, all the aspects and everything here on D4 Plan. I'm gonna link this website below. You can see here they did the entire map. We also know where the Dark Citadel is and so much more. So I definitely recommend this website. And just to stay true to the lore, they didn't name them Altar of Lilith. They actually named them Tenet of Akarat. So you can see here like where all these basically altars of Lilith are located. And you can basically like figure out a route already to pick them all, because you will also have to do the renown once again in this area. But there are also these 3 strongholds here. We even have the description here. So this is like the gateway to Haveza. So the new area is connected to Geakul here, where we already suspected it, and it's connected here in Haveza, like down here at this bridge. And we know that there is a total of 3 strongholds. We already have footage on this one here, the dark stronghold with the lantern, the top left stronghold. And this stronghold here we didn't have access to in the game's conversion, so we haven't seen this, Kichuk. But there are 3 strongholds in the game, and these are very crucial for leveling, so you probably want to visit them early. And I would even recommend picking up these new Altars of Lilith like as you're leveling and getting your renown up. And then I think what you want to do, you can see here that basically all the dungeons in the new zone here have the Spiritborn aspects. Like every single dungeon here has something to do with the Spiritborn basically. So it's gonna be like very comfortable if you're starting Spiritborn to just like finish your renown by just running these dungeons and unlocking those rewards pretty much immediately. For example, this one here, Soar casts a Voltec at its landing location and deals additional damage here, Spiritborn only. So you can kind of see like where all the aspects are located on the map, and you can already like figure out your route for your Spiritborn leveling build, where you want to go to pick up like this aspect. So there seems to be like more than 30 or 25 plus aspects here for pretty much almost, there's not everyone, but not every aspect, but most of the Spiritborn aspects are actually a part of this. And you can just kind of see here at this world map that I'm going to link below where those are. And also pretty interesting, we have seen this in the test server here on the PTR, that we got Ashava, Avarice, and Wandering Death. We also have another boss location here in Naha 2 on the right side. There's also this entire area here that's not unlocked yet. So I'm assuming there's going to be a lot of story involved like here as well. Unfortunately, the story quests here have not been data mined or have not been shared. And that's probably for the better, like no story spoilers. I think that's very cool. A lot of people don't like that. So I'm very excited to jump in and check this stuff. But yeah, we can see a couple more things here. We can also see, for example, all the different event locations. And with that, we can also see basically where the Helltide chests are. And you can see here, this is like the Helltide zone that was already present on the game's conversion. And then up here is another Helltide zone right next to the one here in Geakul that people like so much. And you can kind of see where all the chests are and like where all the events are here to already like have some efficient Helltide routes. And I already know that there was a lot of density in this new area. So in this Naha 2 jungle, there were in general a lot of monsters. So that's certainly going to help you a lot here, farming steel, farming the new boss materials here to just grind through. And then also another interesting thing that you can see here, they still have the layers in the game, which is basically, you know, like where Duriel spawns. So there's no new Uber boss, no nothing, like no Beast in Eyes, no additional layer basically. Layers are like all this, like where these Uber bosses spawn. But then we also have the cellars that are still here in the game. They don't really have much of a purpose right now. We'll see what they'll do with the cellars, but these are also here for sure. And again, yeah, you can see like where all the shrine locations are here if you want to target farm those. And I think then very interesting, you can kind of see like you can show the blacksmiths. So you kind of already know like this is the Kurast town, and we also have the Kurast Undercity, which is one of the new endgame activities. So it's pretty interesting to see, you know, like where all these different towns are located. And obviously in these strongholds, like you usually have a blacksmith, because it's going to turn into a waypoint, into a city. But you also know that there's going to be like a city down here where you can, you know, go to the blacksmith. You can, there's probably like a jeweler like in the main cities as well. You see here jeweler. And you can kind of like see all these positions here. So this is definitely a city. This is the Kurast main city. And there's also going to be a city up here. there's going to be a city like down here in Naha too. There's going to be a city here instead of the stronghold. And there's also one here on the top left, basically, and another one here on the very, very top location. So that's also pretty interesting. And then this like goes without saying, like Gambler and stuff. And also one thing that's very interesting, the Altar of Exclusion. So we already know these altars are only present in the PvP zone. So there's not going to be any more PvP zones basically in this new world. So we're going to have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't know what this is. Vitsu, this is probably like a city story or something. Fields of Giant 5, and then 6 here, the Tenguaza Plateau. So it's a pretty big area, I think, even compared to like all the rest of the stuff here. I think it's rather big. And one thing that you notice, like in the middle of the map, there is this like giant big crater here, and obviously that is very, very much reminding us of the Dark Citadel. And this is, I believe, where the Dark Citadel is gonna be located. So notice there's not really gonna be any waypoint or anything here, so we don't have any of this, because if I click on the waypoints here, like it's not showing any vendors, it's not showing any waypoints. So I think it's basically gonna have a separate portal, similar to how it was with the vaults, which was basically like located like in here, where you had to go like in to enter the vault. And it's probably gonna be the same here with the Dark Citadel, because it's already been confirmed that there's basically gonna be all sorts of different wings that you have to clear, and you get checkpoints in every wing that you can like load into. So it's probably going to have either like an entrance in a city, like similar to the pits, like where there's a portal or something, or it's going to be similar to the vaults that we had in previous seasons, where you basically have an entire new, you know, like map. If you just right click it and you just have an entire new like map navigation here for this Dark Citadel. And keep in mind, you're also going to get the GG and cool looking, hopefully, transmogs in here. So you definitely want to be going in there. This is also where the scroll of retempering and the scroll of quote-unquote unbricking will be found. And you will need at least 2 people to enter here. But yeah, you can check out this map. So many cool and various new informations. You can pack out your routes. I will have a leveling build out before the season, before the Vessel of Fate launches. Right now, the meta looks to be you're basically leveling in the Hell Tides up to like level 35. Then you do all the strongholds until you're like 58, basically. Like you finish every stronghold. Like there's 3 of each region, and now instead of 5, we have 6 regions. So it's gonna be 6 times 3. We're gonna have 18 strongholds, and they give you like about a level and a half each. And then you can also turn in your renown. You will also get new renown from the new area, and you'll get new renown in the season anyways. They also made it a lot easier to get the renown. You now get the paragon points at the second to last stage. So it's gonna be rather comfortable for everybody, I think, to unlock the additional paragons. I think if you collect these, like not Altars of Lilith, but Tenet of Akarat, you do the strongholds, you do a couple dungeons for your Spiritborn, and I think then you almost, and you unlock like all the waypoints, explore the entire area, which is gonna be very exciting anyways, because everything is new. Then you'll always have your renown done. Maybe you need to do like 2 or 3 side quests, but that's gonna be easy. And there's also been some cool images here. I think the Spiritborn is looking fantastic. They are showing off some of those transmogs here. And yeah, they have some cool marks here on the entire body, some cool tattoos and everything. And just looking like really good in general. Very many different ones. And we also have some cool new helm cosmetics here that's been in some of the data mines. And also some of the Battle Pass rewards here are also there. So I'm very much looking forward to play and try the Spiritborn. So many different builds to cook here the next days. I will have a lot of build guides and also leveling guides out here for you. Obviously, I've only played Spiritborn for about 4 or 5 hours so far. We'll see what's going to happen on launch. It's definitely going to be a bit of a wild card, because not everybody knows exactly how it's going to be played, but I will give you my best guess on everything. And I already did a lot of research, and we already did a lot of cooking, and we already played it also for quite a few hours already. So I hope to see you here on the YouTube channel for all these amazing builds, leveling tips, and everything. I'll also be live streaming the entire thing. I'll see you soon. Take care, my friends. GG. If you liked this video, make sure to subscribe, leave a like or a comment. I'm also live on Twitch almost every day, so come and say hi.